BART train to a tour bus. Still the same game except I'm pulling more sluts, more butts, more bucks, never giving more fucks. Did it my way, I'm never taking shortcuts. Raised in a town like fool, who put you up on, huh? E40 Mac Dre's.
I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
Sometimes, even the faceless YouTubers can have some skeletons in their closet. So for those of you that don't know yet, the YouTuber Weegeepie has been getting exposed for some extremely dark stuff he has done over the past few years. Weegeepie, whose real name is Lucas Porson, is a 19-year-old YouTuber who blew up one day for making SMG4 related content. Lucas first took inspiration from the SMG4 video, Mario Tube, where in the video Luigi had made a channel called Weegeepie, which was essentially a parody of Jacksepticeye and PewDiePie. After taking the idea from the video, Lucas would then start re-uploading videos from the SMG4 channel and the Awesome Mario. This would work for a while, garnering a small audience at first, until SMG4 took notice of what Lucas was doing and asked him to stop re-uploading his content. Lucas would then make an apology video towards SMG4 saying he was sorry for stealing his videos, and then announced he would be making his own original content from now on. This would later be one of the best decisions for Lucas, as he would start to get a lot of attention from fans of SMG4 and the Project 64 community. Lucas's content would mainly consist of gaming videos, memes, and animations, all based on the character Luigi. It was essentially like a spin-off to SMG4, since the character Luigi had the personality from that universe, which helped the channel gain more attraction, since people who liked SMG4 would see this as another way to watch similar content that wasn't related to the main channel. Eventually, a few years after starting the channel, Lucas would gain over 2.3 million subscribers and a pretty loyal fan base. He would also appear in some SMG4 collaboration videos for the channel's milestones, and even had worked at the Glitch Productions company. People were thinking that there was no stop for Weegeepie, and that he was just going to keep growing his channel at this rate. However, that thought would soon change after multiple people came forward about Lucas for some horrifying things he did to them. On February 25, 2024, a Twitter user named Hushmush would post a link to a 100-page document accusing Weegeepie of not just grooming 8 different minors, but also receiving nudes from them and saving them, threatening legal action against people trying to call him out, and blackmailing his victims. I won't go into a whole lot of detail because this document is very long, and it basically tells you everything Weegeepie has done in all the relationships he was in with these minors. So if you want the whole story, I would highly recommend you go check out the original document. But to give you a summary of the document, Weegeepie had dated in total about 8 minors that were between the ages of 12 to 17 years old. And he is also rumored to be in another relationship with a 16-year-old. Now to keep in mind is that Lucas is currently in France, and while according to Wikipedia, the age of consent in France is 15 years old, however, from where most of these victims come from, these girls are from North America, and the age of consent in the state alone is 18 years old, which still makes it illegal for Lucas to be having a relationship with these girls. Not to mention, it's been rumored that Lucas also has CP he kept, that was when and his ex-girlfriend had sexual interactions together when they were 14 years old. He had also been sending pictures of his penis to these minors, along with asking for nude pictures from them. Another disgusting thing about all his relationships is that he had actually planned to meet one of these minors at a hotel in his area to have sexual intercourse with them. He shared a photo of a hotel that he wanted to meet her at and planned a way for her to get there. Absolute disgusting behavior. It gets even worse when you also find out that a lot of these minors were trying to break up with Lucas because they mostly found out he was pretty forward and manipulative. However, Lucas clearly knew the minute one of these minors came forward with the accusations of him grooming them, his career would be completely destroyed. So after they would try to break up with him, Lucas would threaten to kill himself, or even threaten to take the information he has of them to the authorities to sue them for trying to cause damage to his image. I'm not even kidding. This guy literally had all these girls' IP addresses and knows who they are. So he would be able to easily blackmail them into doing whatever he says. It has also been rumored that Lucas has been trying to strike down channels that are trying to talk about the accusations to keep people from knowing what kind of person he really is. Even his comment section has been filtered out to prevent people from talking about the situation. Lucas, however, would make a video later addressing the accusations, but for some reason he decided to post this video on an obscure secondary channel instead of his main channel. And the video wasn't even good. He takes no accountability for his disgusting actions and tries so hard to play the victim and act like he did nothing wrong in the situation. There were even times in the video he would laugh and joke about the accusations. This guy has absolutely no shame of himself. All I'm gonna say is, I don't think it's likely Weegeepie will face any consequences for his actions. He has a loyal fan base that even despite there being literal proof of him grooming these minors, they will still come up to his defense no matter what. And the sad reality is that Lucas is quite a big name in the Nintendo community. When YouTube posted the Celebrating the Mario Community and 100 billion views video on April 5, 2023, at the end of the video, they show a lot of the popular Nintendo YouTubers as a special thank you to the dedicated community. And if you were to pause the video at a certain point, you would see Weegeepie's name and icon in the video, basically proving that Lucas is primarily well known and loved in the community by many. I think the best thing we can do for right now is spread the word around that Weegeepie is a confirmed pedophile and that he's a dangerous threat to kids. Hopefully at some point justice will be served for these kids. Or at least YouTube will decide to finally terminate Lucas's channel, which might cause him to leave the internet for good. So yeah, that's gonna wrap this video up for today. See you guys later.